yes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the guy who said, "Bring me Bayern." I don't know why I did that. Honestly, at this moment in time, I'm looking very silly. Everyone's loving their life. I'm seeing all the people cooking me, and it is what it is. We're gonna get into it today, but I'm not here alone. I'm not here alone. I got my boy Rack with me, Liverpool fan. He's in the mud also, as Liverpool got knocked out of the Europa League. We got Greg's in the building. He's been in the mud all season, so he's now just chilling, loving life. Everyone joining his misery.
What a week! This is the greatest week of football, man. What a week! Everything went right for me. Every single possible thing went right for me. What a week!
And we had to bring the Madrista back. But before we go any further, guys, how you guys feeling? And did you guys see some of the clips going around online? Because I've been getting killed online. Man.
Oh, of course. Who didn't see that?
I wanted to quote tweet, but I gave you some mercy.
I
really did, bro.
I wanted to as well, but yeah, I caught him some slack in it. I was just going.
Raka, how you doing, man?
Disappointed, man. Disappointed. Look, I know Europa League's not some people diss it and all that kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, if I'm in it, I want to win that, because I think that's a trophy that I identified at the start of the season that I think we should have gone for, or what we should have won actually. Because to be honest, at the start of the season, I didn't think that we would challenge for the league. That I don't think many Liverpool fans did after the shocking season we had last year. And it's a European trophy, man. And the biggest clubs in Europe are built on winning European trophies. The UEFA Cup's lost some of its luster, but let's not forget that back in the day, in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and in the 90s, the Europa League, or the UEFA Cup as it was back then, was arguably more difficult to win than the Champions League, because you would have you would have the champions of the previous season in the Champions League, but the second place team, the third place team, the fourth place team, and usually the fifth place team and maybe cup winners would all be in the UEFA Cup. So the UEFA Cup was arguably more difficult to win back then. And it's disappointing. I can't, and it's, look, I don't mind saying it. As far as that competition is concerned, we failed. We failed miserably.
You know what? That's keeping it real. And how do you feel about the Liverpool fans and Jurgen Klopp and in the moment at the end of the game? Him going to away fans, clapping them on. Some people online, they live in a different universe, bro. What Klopp's done for your club, he deserves some respect.
To be honest, I haven't been online much today because I've been busy, but I just spent some time and space. Apparently, people are crashing on Klopp a little bit. Look, if you're manager of a big club, then you don't get plaudits and you don't get praise all the time. Sometimes you do need criticism, and just like the players need criticism, if we don't achieve what we set out to achieve, which was probably to win this trophy, then Klopp deserves some criticism. I think that's fair. What I don't accept is when that criticism is completely out of proportion. And Klopp's been huge for us. He'll always be a hero for Liverpool fans, and rightly so. Does he deserve some criticism? Fine, but have a bit of respect, right? And have a bit of self-respect.
There you go, guys. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Klopp? I think Klopp deserves the respect, because some of the if you haven't been seeing, some of the Liverpool fans have been turning on him, saying basically like just crashing it on Klopp and the whole team and everything for the last couple of weeks. Like, I get the level of criticism, but to say you're not going to clap him off on his last game in Europe is kind of ridiculous, in my opinion.
I mean, let's be real. There's a saying, right? Harvey Dent said in The Dark Knight, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And Jurgen Klopp, he's actually leaving at the perfect time, because I think once you get success, that only breeds more success, right? We have a Real Madrid fan here with us. We all know what they demand, all that kind of stuff, right? Liverpool fans, Jurgen Klopp brought them the first Premier League in 30 years. He brought them the Champions League. He brought them the domestic cups. And now they have this like urgency to just win everything, right? Because once you touch the gold, you want more gold. And Jurgen Klopp brought them that, and now they want more. And I think for me, he's really leaving at the right time, because I think he's tired. I think tactically, he hasn't been able to innovate something new to maybe change his Liverpool team. And honestly, I thought he was going to leave after the year they finished fifth. To his credit, he stayed, and he started a mini rebuild, right? He kind of changed the midfield. He revamped it. He's even changed a little bit tactically. We never used to see Klopp inverting his fullbacks. we never saw Trent Houston, right? He was always the wing back, flying up and down the pitch. Robertson, same way, right? Like you see Joe Gomez play left back, and he's inverting. So he's changed a little bit tactically, and I still think he's a great coach. There's some people saying that he's like very stubborn. Okay, the top coaches are all stubborn. Pep Guardiola is probably the most stubborn guy of all time. Sir Alex Ferguson was the most stubborn guy of all time. Jurgen Klopp, he's stubborn because once your system breeds success, you're not going to change it, right? That's what makes you who you are, and that's what Jurgen Klopp is. So from that perspective, I think Liverpool, bro, first of all, your players are just not that good enough sometimes. That's what it is. And that's why you're getting Michael Edwards in, right? Because he brought you the great players. The ones that, but don't forget though.
I hope so. Yeah.
Brought in those guys, right? But he wasn't the one that coached them. It was Jurgen Klopp that coached them. It was Jurgen Klopp that made Mohamed Salah go from a Chelsea reject to potentially the best right winger in Premier League history. Sadio Mane, who is just this young, exciting winger at Southampton, he's the one that made Sadio Mane a top 2 Ballon d'Or finisher. Roberto Firmino, he was like this center mid striker guy. He made him one of the best false nines in Premier League that we've ever seen. Van Dijk, everyone criticized that signing when he signed for Liverpool. Like 70 million on the center back. What's going on? He's now one of the 5 best center backs in Premier League history. And that was all Jurgen Klopp, because what he does is he turns wine into water. We saw what he did with the Dortmund team, Marco Reus, Robert
Water into wine. Water into wine. That's the wrong way. Don't do that.
That's Ten Hag. That's Ten Hag. My bad. That's Ten Hag. That's my bad. Water into wine. That's what Jurgen Klopp does. So for me, like, there's people talking about what his Premier League legacy is like. I have him personally is my number 5 for top Premier League managers all time. I think the other guys just won a little bit too much for him. But what he's able to do with that Liverpool team, the 99 points, the 98 points, bro, that's successful. And do I think he underachieved? Maybe, potentially, yes. But there's also context. He went up against potentially the most dominant side in Premier League history, that's state funded, that has all the money
Real Madrid.
And he did lose in Champions League to the Heritage Club in Champions League, bro. That club hasn't lost the Champions League final since 1989 or something like that, to Carlo Ancelotti, funnily enough. So it's very difficult, and maybe it was underachieving. And maybe Liverpool fans, when you go on a couple quadruple maybe runs, you're like, oh, maybe we can win it all. But at the end of the day, there's a reason why no one's done the quadruple, because it's impossible to do. And no, it's hard to beat Pep in the league. We've all seen it. So I think Jurgen Klopp deserves his respect. I think he's leaving at the right time because he looks tired. When you look at Jurgen Klopp in 2015 when he walked in, right, the first Europa League picture to the one yesterday, it's only been 9 years. He looks like he's aged about 45 years. That's what it feels like. So the guy's just tired, and this happened in Dortmund. It just got a little bit too much.
That's fair. He came in early 50s. He came in early 50s. He's leaving late 50s now, no?
Yeah, but he just looks like you just saw like the eye, but he just looks so tired. He looks mentally.
Was he 40 something when he came in? I forget how old he is.
I don't know his age, to be fair, but
no. To be honest, I couldn't have put it better myself. Big up Michael, because
Klopp is 56. When he came in, he was 48, 49.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about bro, how old he just looks like, bro. He just aged so much because of football stress.
At the end of the game yesterday, he looked pretty drained. Like, to be fair, this morning or today, whatever it was, press conference, he got it. But it does kind of show you, like, top level football or any high stress job, it takes something out of you. Klopp talked about this, right? He talked about all the stuff that he's missed as a professional football manager from family and all that kind of stuff. Maybe it's okay to take some time off every now and then to recharge your batteries, do some personal stuff, go and see your grandkids, whatever the case may be.
You know what? I just seen the image. I'm gonna show you guys this. This is crazy. But yo, Sam, do you have anything to say on this before we move on?
No, I think they summed everything up brilliantly. I blame mostly FSG for Liverpool not winning more than Klopp, because I don't think they've only done the bare minimum. They haven't backed him like Pep has been backed. I think if Klopp had a state backing him, I think he would have won more. But no, man, he's done his job. He's won everything, with the ownership that Liverpool has. You can't blame him. It is what it is, man. Like, big up. Listen, fair play to him, man. Like, it is what it is, man. I hope he can win the league now so he can go out on a high. But if he doesn't, then he doesn't in it. But it's a top match, man.
Let's not go too far. Let's not.
No, listen.
No.
Look. When it comes to me, look. For
yes,
me,
Sam. Welcome to my side, Sam.
The thing is, for me, I don't really have an issue with the Prem clubs. I don't really have an issue. My issue is with Barca and Atletico.
By the way, do you guys see the big difference or not?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
of
the only thing
course.
that improves the team.
Everyone's going to age. Everyone's going to age.
Igal, when you're 46, we're going to take a photo of you, and 10 years later, when you're still doing YouTube and we're still all friends, we're going to check out a picture of you when you're 56. Let's see how you age.
Sure.
Look at him moving his eyes nervously.
Nah, it's normal. Anyways, continue.
And them combined 11s are gonna make you stressed, but even then, man, it's gonna be peak.
Listen, I gotta change. I can't be doing the same shit. Listen, I got one guy here in the comments. He's the guy who clipped it up and posted that infamous clip. By the way, I have the clip. I'm not gonna play it, but if somebody wants me to play it, you know what you gotta do. Anyways,
I want you to play it.
Oh, I want you to play it as well.
Nah, but somebody's got a super chat because I'm not gonna play it.
Super chat, yeah.
Okay, super chat this guy so you can play. Come
So
on.
if somebody super chats it, you're gonna hear the whole "Bring Me Bayern" thing.
Come on,
yeah.
come on, everyone. If you disrespect football,
if I'm gonna bring it back to the Liverpool game quickly, I'm not gonna crash it on everybody at Liverpool. I'm just gonna simply say that first tie killed you guys. That first tie killed you guys.
Yeah.
And is it a thing where you guys maybe rotated too much to start off with? Is it a thing where you maybe didn't expect them to play that style that would actually be like one of the ways to hurt you? The three at the back, the wing backs overloading on the wings, almost creating havoc. I don't know. I personally think.
First of all, Atalanta, they deserve all the credit. Atalanta were exceptional both games, yesterday as well. They set up really well. They played high risk, high reward football. They got the goals away from home, and even yesterday, when we were trying to disrupt their structure, they stuck to their guns. Yeah, we created a few opportunities, but we didn't do enough to certainly in the second half, we didn't do enough. And so they deserve all the credit. They were better than us across the tie, no question about it. Could we and should we have done more potentially? But to be honest, even before that tie, even before the first leg, in recent weeks we haven't been looking as good, and it's difficult to go. I'm going into the game on Sunday, and I'm not super confident. We have not been looking good. Even yesterday, we didn't look great. Like it's a tough time at the moment, to be honest.
Yeah, you know what? Listen. You gotta just move on and try to win your next game. And who did Liverpool play next?
By the way, that chance Salah missed, Lord have mercy.
I know Jurgen Klopp is leaving.
The thing is as well. Yeah, you can blame as much as you want on Klopp.
Salah might have already left.
No. But you know what it is? These players, the amount of chance that they have missed, you can't even blame the owner manager. That's just the players not taking the chances. Well, if you're gonna shoot like that, then what can the manager do? The manager is not telling you miss the goal, by having a one-on-one with the keeper. So, yeah, man. Like, I just think Liverpool needs to build, man. They need to build again, man. They need to get rid of some of these plays. Some of those plays are for me finished. Some of those plays for me are not even good enough. Shouldn't even be in a Liverpool shirt. They need to rebuild, man. It's gonna take some time, but I think Michael Edwards is the right man for X club to build up again.
Yeah.
So the only question is going to be now: how long will it take now? And who's the next manager going to be? That's going to be the next key step for them.
All right. Let's get on to the final point on this Liverpool game. It's not about Klopp and everybody else. Who do they play this weekend, and what do you think is going to happen? Who does Liverpool play? Or do you guys have the weekend off?
No, Fulham. We're playing Fulham away. We've got 3 away games in a row.
Fulham's a problem though, because Fulham is like they're playing really well.
Fulham's a problem. West Ham. I think we play West Ham in midweek after that, and then we play Everton away. We have these 4 away games. One of them done.
So 3 away games in the Prem now.
3 away games in a row now in the Prem.
Fulham recently has beaten West Ham, lost 1-0 to Newcastle, lost to Nottingham Forest, drew against Sheffield United. But the thing about this is this run can deceive you, because that game versus West Ham is their first game where they had like a fully fit team back up and running, and they looked pretty good. So I would be very cautious going away.
Fulham gave us the way they set up. They gave us big problems at Anfield. That was the game where McAllister scored the screamer.
They beat Tottenham as well.
Yeah, I think we won.
Bro, I've only picked up 1 point against Fulham this season.
Yeah, it's a problem. Fulham are going to be a problem.
You're laughing. that could be the reason why I lost the league. Like, you never know.
Yeah, well, if you can't beat Fulham, then mate, respectfully, you shouldn't even win that league title. Respectfully.
You know what? There's a lot of teams that can have your number sometimes, but
Mustafa's I'm sorry, correction. Mustafa's put it's Everton midweek and then Fulham, then after Fulham and then
Everton midweek
West Ham
also.
after that.
Oh Lord! Are they going to be up for that game? Because they're gonna want to ruin Liverpool.
Do you have faith Liverpool can stay in the title race?
Are we capable of winning those 3 games? Yes. If we play to our best, we can win those games. I don't doubt that. The problem is right now.
If you play to your best, you will. If you play to your best, you will.
You beat Fulham and Everton, you go back on top.
Yeah, the issue I have is that right now we're not playing well. We're not playing well. We looked better. We looked more like a complete football team when Trent was playing yesterday. So that gives me some confidence. But to say that I'm guaranteeing we're going to win those 3 games, I can't, unfortunately, because Fulham is going to be a
if you start finishing, if your striker starts having their shooting boots on, then yeah.
I mean, Jota missed a chance against Palace, which he should have put away. But the fact that he's
big up Sean, man. Come on, big up Sean. Come on.
Yeah, okay. So Sugar Sean's like, if you can't beat Everton after Chelsea smashed them, you definitely ain't winning the league. That's true.
The thing is, it's because it's a derby. That's why the dynamic is a bit different. I understand what the guy's saying.
And Everton's going to want to try and ruin.
I don't think Liverpool, by the way, have won at Goodison Park in like 3-4 years. By the way, it's not an easy ground for them to go.
No, I think they won 2 years ago. No, yeah, they did. Yeah,
but it's just like I don't know. Probably Chelsea have lost some silly games. Arsenal, I would probably at home. I would have expected them to wipe the floor with not wipe the floor, but beat Villa. But actually, the Villa was not. That's not a derby. But London club.
It turned out the other way.
Chelsea is it Chelsea Arsenal on Monday or something like that, or Sunday?
Tuesday.
Okay. It's not impossible. It's not beyond the realms of It's not beyond the realms of possibility that Chelsea takes something from Arsenal, right? No. Even though Chelsea are pretty shit right now. And Arsenal
against the big teams, they perform.
High.
But against the big teams, they perform. It's these small games that they don't perform.
No,
Chelsea would like nothing more than to crash it on Arsenal and knock them out of the title race, right? We all know that, right? We all know Chelsea fans. We all know there's no love lost between Chelsea and Arsenal. When they crashed it on Tottenham, when they drew 2-2 at Tottenham, when Hazard scored that goal into the top corner and Leicester won the league, they loved it. They loved the fact they stopped Spurs winning the league. They absolutely loved it. It can happen, right?
No, it definitely can happen, but it's on us to make sure we don't put ourselves in that kind of situation.
I feel like that if you can't even beat this Chelsea team this season, Liga, oh my word, we're gonna have some big.
Yeah, if we draw against Chelsea at home, like you might as well just kiss the title goodbye. I think any more drop points from Arsenal or Liverpool, that's it. Liverpool or City are gonna win because City right now have the man advantage. But you don't want to give up.
I think City will drop points in one game.
The thing is, you don't want to give up. Everton. We're gonna talk about Arsenal in a second. Actually, let's start now. Arsenal lost to Bayern, and you guys know, I was excited. I was like, bring me Bayern. I wanted Bayern Munich. Of course. I was ready for this. But damn, like the way that it happened, you would think we got beat down the way certain people are speaking. It wasn't that bad. Like, what was poor is that we dropped off in the second half and we didn't play to our best of our abilities.
No. You did get beat. You did get beat that bad. Do you know why? No Sane, no Gnabry, no Davies, and guess what? Eric fucking Dyer got man of the match. A Spurs reject. Is this where we're at?
Listen.
Yeah.
He played well. I'll give him credit, but when it comes down to it, we just couldn't finish our dinner. Our attack has been shocking. I seen a stat today, and it perfectly explained. It perfectly explained what's going on at Arsenal at this moment in time. And you know what that stat was? Martinelli, 1 goal in 11 games. Gabriel Jesus, 1 goal in 13 games. Havertz, 1 goal in 7 games. Bukayo Saka, 2 goals in 8 games. How the hell do you expect to win games when all your attackers are out of form at the exact same time?
Rack. I remember 3 of those names that he just mentioned were in my combined 11. Just saying.
That's not even true. It was only Saka and Jesus.
I'm just
One
saying.
second. It was only Saka and Jesus. And don't act like you didn't want to sign Jesus yourself.
No, why the hell would I want to sign
Your
Jesus?
club wanted to sign Jesus.
Yeah, but did I want Jesus? Yeah, but I didn't agree with that. I didn't want Kai Havertz. The club wanted to sign him. I was slamming my ownership for that, or the president, sorry, and my board for that.
The Eric Dyer thing. It is what it is. We got dunked on.
Oh, man of the back.
No. All right, let's talk about
One
Arsenal
second.
real quick.
To be fair, can you consider it a dunking when you lose by 1-0?
If you have Eric Dyer in the backline, they're missing Sonny. No, sorry, not Sonny.
Nah,
sorry.
I'll let you guys go. You know me.
You know
I'm
what it
gonna
was?
get defensive.
Igual. Gnabry. What's the other guy's name? Coleman. No Davis. And they had Eric Dyer in the backline, and you couldn't even score. No Kim Min Jae, by the way, and you still couldn't even put a goal by them. You still couldn't even put one goal by them. Not even one. And you let that guy get man of the match.
Hey,
a guy
I'm
who
just
Tottenham
saying.
fans was saying, get the hell out.
I'm just saying terminology. You know how we are.
It's not a dunking.
Terminology is
It's not dunking. No. It's not a dunking because they want to beat you by one goal. But it is embarrassing. That was
a mental dunk. It was a mental dunk. It wasn't more of like on the pitch dunk.
No, but it's still embarrassing.
That's what it was. It's a mental dunk.
Dunking.
No,
psychological dunk. There you go.
It is embarrassing because that Bayern.
Oh, of course it's embarrassing. Of course, but it's not really.
I told Rack.
Is it embarrassing to lose to Bayern Munich?
No. This Bayern Munich team, yes, because I even told Rack as well. They're shit. They are shit. Yeah, and trust me, I'll say this.
No, but you told me
we will beat.
You told me
we will beat them.
Don't believe. What do you call it? League form. Now you're telling me they're shit based on their league form.
Yeah, but no. But hold on a minute. No.
I don't think they were good in Champions League.
No.
To be fair.
One second.
We're not good in Champions League either.
You're comparing.
But they beat you both times, you know.
No, 1 second.
We scored 3 at the Allianz, by the way. They conceded a brace to Casemiro. That's how bad Bayern Munich are.
Yeah. And
Casemiro put up to their gap and he scored a brace.
It's not even that. I told you this as well. I told you this as well. I said, no, hold on a second. I said that you were going to win. I actually expected you to win. But guess what? I never once said it was going to be easy. The way you were speaking was like, bring me them. And I kept telling you, Igal, stop comparing.
I told you. We're not showing that video unless somebody super chats.
You don't need to play that. No, 1 second. You don't need to play the video. I'm not even saying play the video. My whole point is, I kept telling you, stop comparing the league to the Champions League form. It's two completely different stuff. They're not going to approach to get the same way that they've done in the league. And now, look what's happened. Not only did they get a draw, they've knocked you out.
People are telling me, act like you've been here before. Have composure, blah, blah, blah. The reality is we haven't been there in a while, man. We haven't been in the Champions League in a while.
No, I know. And it's shown by
the approach to think that how we perform in the league would translate. Maybe it was naive, but the thing is, you would expect when a team is playing well that you would keep it rolling. You would expect when a team is playing well that it would somewhat leak into other competitions, wouldn't you?
There's an issue though, because you look good in the Premier League, right? But against Porto, you did not look good. Over 120 minutes against Porto. No, 100 was more than 100. It was like 100. It was like 240, I think, because you played or 210, whatever. 180 or 2 in the extra time. You did not look good against Porto. Porto, you could argue with a better team over the 2 legs, but you won on penalties. Fair enough. You did that. You got the job done. But this is an issue with Arsenal. We see it in Europe constantly. Arteta, for me, is not built for European football. He is not built to coach in European football. He's a great league manager, which makes sense considering who his mentor is, right? It's Pep Guardiola, and Pep Guardiola is probably the greatest league manager that we've ever seen. That's fair enough. But in Europe, Pep had his own mistakes and his own faults, and he overthought it sometimes. And that's Pep, by the way. Pep is like the final boss of JDP football, right? Arteta is just like an apprentice at this point. He's basically, that's what he is. He's the apprentice, while Pep's like the teacher and all that kind of stuff. And you look at Arsenal team, where you look at every Champions League winner, bar the Chelsea team, right? I think Chelsea are the only anomaly under Thomas Tuchel. You look at the attacks of all those winners, you see game-changing attackers. You look at Arsenal's attack, Bukayo Saka, at this stage of his career, he is not that kind of game changer yet. Gabriel Martinelli this season has been one of the worst wingers in the world, in my opinion, for Arsenal this year. He has been terrible. I cannot remember 3 good Gabriel Martinelli performances this year, in my opinion. Gabriel Jesus, we all know what his nickname is on social media, right? I'm not going to say it, but we all know what his nickname is. The guy will miss a big chance every single chance he gets. He's not a game changer. Yeah, he did good against Madrid about 5 years ago. Congratulations, man. But that was 5 years ago. Today's a new day.
It
So-
didn't even mean, it doesn't mean it doesn't matter. They didn't win it, so it was all for nothing.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what you look at Kai Havertz, right? Kai Havertz, yeah, he won the Champions League a couple years ago with Chelsea, but he's not a game changer attack. You finished second in the Premier League last year, right? You set that platform for yourself. Now it's about how would you improve? How would you take that next step? And what did you guys all say you needed?
They've gone backwards.
You needed a DM and you needed another attacker, right? You needed someone that would complement the likes of Martinelli and Saka. You went and got Kai Havertz, who does the opposite of complement. Because now Martinelli, what does Martinelli do, bro? Martinelli's out there looking like a wide playmaker. He's not a wide playmaker. He's an inside forward. Your left back, you have instead of having at least Zinchenko tucking in, right, to open up a space, you now have 4 center backs in the back line.
No, but you're picking on the wrong player. No.
Yo, Sean is hilarious.
I'm not
Man
done
said
picking
winning a
up. I'm
Champions
not done with
League
the
with
players.
Havertz up top isn't for everyone.
I'm not done with the players.
He's right. He's right.
I'm not done with the players.
And do you know what?
We're not
Do you know what?
Chelsea.
No. But do you know what? No, but you know what?
One second.
No.
I'm not.
Greeks.
One last thing.
I go.
The midfield, Declan Rice. You spent 105 mil on him. Yes, he's been a game changer for you in Europe. I mean, in the Premier League. That's fair enough, right? He's Premier League proven. But in Europe, you saw Declan Rice's limitations when it comes to the big games. He's not an 8 because he's stiff on the ball, and he's not a 6 because he's not a good ball progressor. So where does that leave him? I'm seeing Arsenal fans say they need to play him at center back in the Champions League games, and you know what? Sometimes I hear them when it comes to that because you look in the midfield, right? You have a Jorginho next to him, right, who's a controller. But Jorginho is a controller 6. He's not a controller 8. So that means Declan Rice has to play as an 8 when he's not used to that. Leon Goretzka, by the way, who I think is a glorified bodybuilder that's making life as a footballer somehow, outshone Declan Rice on a football pitch over 180 minutes. Conrad Leimer, who half the people wouldn't even know who Conrad Leimer is, outshone Declan Rice. Joshua Kimmich went to right back for the first time this year after not playing right back for about 4 years. And he scored a diving header.
And he pocketed Martinelli. He pocketed Martinelli.
Yes, but that's
do you know what?
Kimmich's.
Do you know what? No. You're picking on the wrong player. You're picking on the wrong
What
player.
do you want now? Saliba.
No. Take them away. Where was Starboy? Where was he? Yeah.
All right, but this is why I'm going to come on Arteta. I think.
No.
I think
it's not even just that Greeks. The way they've been talking about it, baby Ronaldinho, putting him in these categories with the likes of Foden and Vinny. Well, guess what?
That's Doku.
No, but guess what? No. Because the way they're hyping it is like the second coming of Ronaldinho. Where was Saka? Where was he? He couldn't complete one dribble, not one shot. The last chance.
To be fair, their whole game plan was to stop Saka.
No. He still didn't turn up. And guess what? The last corner, what does he do? He can't even beat the first man. And do you know what it is? And Greeks, you know what it is? I've told this to Rack as well. I don't rate how Arteta manages his players. And why? Because he overplays these youngsters. You're telling me he hasn't run Saka to the ground this season? Is that what you're telling me? He's running to the ground again.
I agree with that. It's not even just that.
We don't have rotation for Saka.
Boy, no, forget the rotation.
You didn't buy one. You didn't buy any.
Your attack is so robotic. There is no expressiveness in your attack. It's all so predictable. And that's why I have an issue with Arteta. Bro, if you want to win the Champions League, if you even want to win the league, because at the end of the day, yes, your defense is sensational.
You need some moments of magic.
But let's not forget, bro, until February started, right, and you started popping in all these goals, more than 50% of your goals were from set pieces.
Yeah.
You're not going to win a Champions League winning off set pieces. That's not going to happen.
This is why I was saying, like, actually, the first half of the season up until December, end of December, Arsenal weren't really free scoring. Then they went to Dubai.
Yeah.
We all know what happens when you go to Dubai. All of a sudden they come back. They scored like shitloads of goals for like 10 games or whatever it was. They scored a load of goals. Apart from the Porto match. And again, you and I, we talked about this, right? Like after the game, you were saying Arsenal weren't a free scoring, free attacking team that we've seen. But really, that free scoring, free attacking team was only post December, so January onwards. And now they've gone back to being more solid, not giving up as many chances, and probably not scoring as many goals. So I think that is more like that's the genuine, I don't know, profile, but that's that's Arsenal rather than the free scoring, free attacking, scoring 5 or 6 goals every week over the course of the season.
But look at the worst. Look at the bench options. But they're horrible.
No.
They are awful. Apart from Trossard, the rest of them they're awful.
But this is why I do want to defend Arsenal a little bit, because I don't people. I know you'll say maybe it's more built towards league football. I don't see that division so much. I think they need some experience. You do need experience in Europe, as
Yeah, of course.
shown time and time again.
And who's experienced in
I
the
think you
squad?
can win. I think you can win in Europe, being kind of focusing more defensively initially. And Arsenal can score goals. They may not be free scoring like some other, like City or other teams, but they can score enough to win games. And the Premier League, at the level that it's at, I know the coefficient and all that kind of stuff, maybe not showing it right now, but I think the Premier League is at a higher level than most other leagues. And Arsenal are one of the best teams in Europe. When you're one of the top 5 or 6 teams in Europe, you have a chance of winning the Champions League. I think that's Arsenal's level.
Right. You do it. They're not going to win anything this season as well. They're going to go trophyless again, again.
There's one issue Arsenal have though. I've seen in Europe, they don't know how to be the aggressor in Europe. They're actually no. Yeah, they don't know how to be the aggressor because they're not good enough to be the aggressor.
Take Trossard away, everyone there should be sold. Take Trossard away, everyone else should be sold.
In the Premier League, it's easy.
What about
Jesus? The aggressor.
Jesus can't be a good bench option.
Oh, if you want to keep it as a bench option, yeah. But if you can find someone better, then get rid as well. That, like I told you, there's a reason why City binned him. There you go.
City got rid of him because they were able to get Haaland and Alvarez.
Yeah, but it's the same with me. I binned Martin Odegaard for a reason because he ain't good enough. Simple.
Martin Odegaard was the best player on the pitch. I don't care what anybody tells me.
For Arsenal,
in the first leg,
for Arsenal,
in the second leg.
In the second leg, obviously, Odegaard is probably one player that you need to keep. Like, if there was one player Arsenal really need to keep, I think Odegaard is probably one of the first in the list. But like I said, you are not good enough to be the aggressor because you couldn't be the aggressor against Porto, right? They're defensively solid. And Rack mentioned you have to be defensively solid to obviously win Champions League, and you have that part. But every defensively solid team that won the Champions League, also in the attack, they knew how to score. And you don't know how to score in the Champions League yet. Yeah, Bukayo Saka scored that nice goal and Trossard. But against Porto, for 180 minutes, you were shut down for most of it. You scored 1 goal. And
there you go. You've got...
you scored 2.
Matt.
Yeah, Matt, don't worry, man. It's a top 6 show. So there's no need for multiple Arsenal fans today. Don't worry.
So that's what it is. So in my opinion, I look at Arsenal and you don't know how to be there in Europe yet. And you might, and that's fair, man. It's your first year, so I'll give you that benefit of the doubt, right? It's your first year back in Europe. So, but now it might come, but there's no guarantees that Arteta.
No,
there's no guarantee. Oh, no, of course. There is no guarantee. There is no guarantee.
Let me just say this. I know everyone's been dunking on Arsenal and everything else, and you know what, deservedly so. I gave it a lot of.
But we're trying to be quite balanced. I think we've been actually quite balanced.
You guys have been quite fair. You guys have been quite fair. I think when people say Arsenal always slip in April, Arsenal always drop off at this time of season, is it due to a lack of rotation and Mikel Arteta's squad management, or is it that the players just were just not good enough on the day?
No, two stuff. One, you don't have the squad because you run these players to the ground. 2, the mentality is so wrong. Because what happens? I'll give you an example. Villarreal at the business end of the season, you fucked up. You messed up. Then you went to Tottenham for the top 4 race. You messed up. You went for the what's it called? Sporting. You messed up. Then you went to the league title against City. You messed up. Olympiacos. You messed up. Yeah. Now this season in the UCL against Bayern, you messed up. Then if you don't win the league this season as well, then you've messed up. So these are 7 occasions now that I've been giving you. Up here, something isn't right. And listen, it's all well and good. You're performing well from August till February and all that. And Graves and Rack will tell you this as well. That's all well and good. But if you can't perform when it actually matters at the end, it's all going to be for nothing. Because if you can't perform,
I wouldn't swap the manager.
I wouldn't swap Jesus. I wouldn't swap Saka for Julian Alvarez.
Neither would I. Julian Alvarez, hi man, that guy's mid as hell, man.
I like.
You wouldn't swap who?
I wouldn't swap Saka for Julian Alvarez.
They're 2 completely different players.
I've got a City fan here saying, let's do a swap deal for Saka and Alvarez.
They're 2 different players. Yes. It's 2 different positions.
We would be attempting to solve a problem and then create another problem on the right side. It just makes no sense.
But I would advise you to go get another right winger because Saka needs some competition.
Yeah.
He has to be arrested.
I know they're going to try.
The thing is, I will say this to you right now, though. If he doesn't buy another right winger this summer, then if you then don't call out Arteta, then
I think you should start calling him out from now. Like,
What
I'm
are
not
you going
saying
to do, Sam? What are you going to do?
Big up
I'm not.
Jasmine.
Do you know
I'm not saying you
what?
should sack Arteta.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I might
I'm
start
joking.
this Mikel
This is not a
FC.
call-in show, Jasmine.
So by the way, I don't think you should sack Arteta, but there needs to be serious questions. First of all, ask about his squad building, what he prioritizes within the squad building. Yeah, we know the PR reports came out.
It's not even bought a striker. He hasn't even bought a striker. He's got rid of Aubameyang, but he hasn't even replaced him.
That's what I'm saying. You prioritize the squad building wrong. And second of all, mentality.
He's not a
and
striker.
for me, mentality. Sam talked about mentality, right? For me, a squad's mentality is reflective of their coach's mentality. What is their?
It's not even just that. It's not even just that. It's upstairs as well.
The upstairs too. The whole club. The whole club is a trickle down effect, but the final the mentality is the manager because he's the one that releases message to the players. He has to give them something to believe in. And right now, those players look like they don't believe. We saw what happened after you lost against Villa.
To me, they look tired, bro.
Oh, but you can't be. But the manager should be able to motivate them to not be tired. You think?
Okay, so get a bigger squad.
Liverpool wasn't tired when they were going into a title race with Man City and winning.
Yeah, but get a deeper squad.
The whole title run. They were tired, but guess what? Every Saturday or Sunday, they stepped up and they rose to the occasion. And that year, they lost the title by 1 point. Right? For most clubs, that would be so detrimental.
Okay,
but a week later, they went and won the Champions League.
Let me just bring it back. I think you guys hit the nail on the head when you said Arsenal lack the difference makers. Bayern have players that were able to rise to the occasion, and we just didn't have that difference maker yet. Hence, makes it very difficult for me to criticize Mikel Arteta too much because I felt like he coached a really good game. It was just that some of the players, I just felt some of the players couldn't actually get that moment of brilliance. Never came. There was a lot of opportunities where we could have scored, but these guys they just couldn't do it in the final third. And the defensive part of the game, we were good. I think the midfield, we controlled the majority of the midfield. We kind of lost control slightly in the second half, but even then, they didn't create too many chances. If I look back at the game, we just didn't look like we were ever going to score, and that's on the players.
But he chose to not get another striker when he clearly needed one. He chose to not get a backup for Saka.
He chose on, bro. He sliced the bread. He put in the cold cuts, and then he put all the toppings on.
I'm sorry, mate.
I also think Arsenal have a finite amount of money, and if you want to get a Saka backup or whatever, do you want to spend 5 million on one who may or may not work out? That's an option. But maybe if they're going through a process of squad building, you can't build that squad in a very short, in a year or two. That will take a number of years.
They didn't even need to spend that much money. Kudus was available. It didn't cost that much.
Hold on.
The problem with Kudus is that I don't know who it was, but someone else put in a bid for him. He wanted a release clause and stuff like that. And I understand, Sam. You can pick out isolated examples, right?
Obviously, I'm speaking from right from my perspective. The way I'm speaking.
It's a little bit hindsight because we don't know. Kudus came from Ajax. Potentially, he could have been a difference maker. But we've seen other players come from Ajax, for example, like Anthony's even much bigger money, and obviously not land.
Yeah.
So it's just like.
But you get as well. The way I'm speaking from my perspective is because I'm just used to having these big squads and being up there.
Could Arsenal have brought someone in? Sure. Of course, that person has been a success. Could that person have
players are available again?
Let me ask you a question. If we had Alexis Sanchez instead of Martinelli in that game, for example, I know for a fact he could find a way to get us a moment, to get us a chance.
Yes.
Alexis Sanchez is washed. Sorry.
No,
Alexis Sanchez did today.
Now. I'm talking about like 16, Alexis Sanchez at Arsenal prime. That was like the last player. That was the last moments player that we had. When I'm looking at these guys, players, the reason why I'm giving Arteta a pass and I'm saying, you know what, even if we don't win anything this season, I'll still give him until next season because I want him to go and get me that final piece to the puzzle, that piece that just can win you a game out of nowhere. Because this season, that's what we've lacked at certain times when we've come short, in my opinion.
I've
got a question for you. I've got a question for you. And this will test not just your patience, but other people's patience. Arsenal comes second next season, right? Say 5 points behind City. Yeah. So, but then Guardiola announces he's leaving. Are you giving him another season?
I think people are gonna at that point. I don't think I'm gonna give him another season.
Even if Guardiola leaves?
No, because that would have meant that we still came short based on how our signings and everything this coming summer. Because how do we keep coming this close? eventually you have to look at the manager and say when can he get us over the line.
It's basically
Not-
Poch's Spurs.
I don't know.
It's
I don't know how I'll feel.
Said called them spicy Spurs for a reason.
I don't know how I'll feel. But one second.
I'm saying
What you just said right now,
Mm.
it also it's tough, man. But I don't think
It's a tough one. It's a tough
I don't
one.
think
because
I don't think we can continue to just say Mikel Arteta has to be back. Another window. Keep
yeah, but then it
pushing
doesn't
down
deliver.
and
It doesn't.
giving
It
him
doesn't.
another reason. It's almost eventually you're trying to convince yourself that you should give him more and more time after that. At this moment in time, the reason why I'm still giving him time is because I don't feel like the squad is of a level where he's not doing enough.
I have a feeling, Igal, this time next year we may revisit this conversation.
He should be sacked. He should be sacked in the summer.
So you think? First of all, you think Pep is going to leave?
I think
Pep's
I would
very
be
soon.
I would be surprised
staying very
if, at this point if Pep. I would be surprised if Pep stays on after his contract ends next season.
There's rumors already coming out that he's leaving after 2025.
Again,
him and Bergeson.
Again, he should be gone. He should be gone at the end of the season. I'll tell you if he doesn't win anything this season. I'm sorry because
This season.
I'm sorry. No,
Wait,
but
you're
I'm
saying Pep should be sacked?
No,
he's still he's Arteta.
You don't sack Pep. You don't sack Pep. You don't.
To be
Pep
fair,
doesn't
to be
get sacked,
fair.
he leaves.
Pep sacks you.
To be fair, and I'm going to be controversial. If Don Carlito wins me the treble next season, I still want him gone.
Yeah, you wanted Carl.
Why?
You wanted.
Why?
Yeah,
You wanted
and then bring in Xabi Alonso.
sacked for years.
Yeah,
now.
that's what Madrid fans are waiting for. Xabi Alonso.
Okay, all right,
It's a
No,
destiny.
but my point is, if he then turns around and then tells me, I want to stay for one more season, I would say no. Either you leave or I will sack you. Simple as that.
But Sam, would you have the same energy if Alonso has a bad season next year and goes out of the Champions League? Maybe not, right? Maybe you would have a different
Well,
opinion.
if he wins me the league,
who knows?
then no. If he wins me the league, then no.
No, but
guys,
Alonso.
where is Vader?
The
Let me
season
call him.
after.
He's ducking, man. Vader's ducking.
Where is
Vader's ducking. But before we go any further, there's
Call
some breaking news. Is this Zidane stuff for real, bro?
Yeah,
Okay,
it
so
is.
What's Zidane
It
stuff?
is.
whatever. So L'Equipe
yeah.
said that Zidane,
L'Equipe.
he would prefer Bayern. He would prefer United over Bayern because obviously Bayern got rejected by Nagelsmann. He said, "You're my ex. I don't want to see you no more." And now he's like, United have a guy in the upstairs, right? That they hired.
To be fair, Man United with that
Zidane,
new structure will be back.
So L'Equipe
John
reported.
They basically
L'Equipe
reported.
Zidane is keeping keeping a close eye on the situation at Manchester United. Zidane prefers to coach Manchester United rather than Bayern Munich. Wow.
Heritage, bro.
I think this is cap.
If you
One second.
I think
I'll
this is
Manchester United.
1 second.
guys, I think this is cap. I think what they're doing, Zidane, he spoke to some people at L'Equipe, his agent or something, and they told them to put this out there so they get a bigger contract from Bayern Munich. That's my theory.
That's not how
Bayern
Zidane
Munich.
works,
Why
bro.
would he go to
That's not
Bayern
how-
Munich?
that's not how Zidane
What about the France
Bro.
game? What about the France game?
Yeah,
France
basically,
match.
this is what Zidane's a very picky manager. He only wants to go to a situation where he views as like the best possible fit for him. And Real Madrid so far have been the only club that were the best possible fit for him.
Yeah, but look at the squad that I had. Look at the squad.
Yeah, obviously.
Look at the
I'm not saying
players.
like, but that's what happened. And obviously, I think the French job is the only one that really would attract him back. With Manchester United, I'll say this: we have a guy in the upstairs room called Jean-Claude Blanc. He's very known in French football. He worked at Juventus. He worked at PSG. Zidane definitely knows him. So I look at United's structure that's coming up right now, that's getting rebuilt. Zidane might appreciate them, and he might be willing to listen to them. Do I think he comes? I don't think so. At the end of the day, I don't think Zidane's. First of all, I don't think his wife wants to live in England, and especially Manchester where it's raining all day. So we've had that issue before. Di Maria, all them dudes, right? Frankie De Jong, like Sonny Barcelona, all that kind of stuff. So I don't think he comes. But if Zinedine Zidane offers himself to Manchester United and say he wants to come, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is bro, bringing him in right away. We're talking about Zizou, Zinedine Zidane. Do you know what my opportunities are in the transfer market?
I still haven't forgiven you for what you did to Di Maria, by the way. That's still haven't.
Don't worry, I haven't forgiven my club either. Don't worry, we're in the same boat with that.
Good,
and the people that robbed him in Manchester. But we're talking about Zinedine Zidane. Do you know in the transfer market what that means when you have Zinedine Zidane? Every single French footballer
that's my boy.
want to come to you. There's certain footballers that are gods in football, right? Maradona, Pelé, R9. Zinedine Zidane is one of them. We saw when Jude met Zidane for the Adidas shoe, right? He was starstruck. And we're talking about Jude, that like this next Galactico. He was in the presence of Zinedine Zidane, and he was starstruck. I remember Fergie when he talked about Zidane. He's like, give me 10 planks of wood and Zidane, and I'll win you the Premier League. That's how much of respect that Zinedine Zidane commands. And do I think he's like the best tactician? No, not really. But I don't really care about that. Tactics hype. Aura. And one thing about Manchester United job that you need to have that Ten Hag severely lacks is aura. When you see Zidane walking the touchline at Old Trafford, you'll believe again. That's what's going to happen. You see that shiny, bald head of Zidane with the Adidas tracksuit or the nice little suit jacket. And you're going to be like, it's
Michael's, he's pictured this. Michael's pictured this. He's like drawn a picture.
Igor, where is Greg? Igor, where is Vader?
And I think, Zidane's a winner too, by the way. Like, I know the Real Madrid team, they're going to say he had that super team, right? But the second stint of Zidane was even better than the first stint because you had a Real Madrid team that had to adjust to life post CR7. You had a lot of the guys aging a little bit, so it's kind of like a transition period.
It won with the league.
Yeah, and that league year, right? His second top goal scorer, I think, was Casemiro or Sergio Ramos after Benzema. Yeah, that's how special. And the defensive structure that he set up was crucial. And even in the 3P team, right? We talk about tactics. CR7, he kind of adjusted him more central, right? Because CR7's legs were starting to go away and stuff like that.
Greg, so why are you reminding me of the good times so much now?
You're still in the good times. You just won a Champions League like 18 months ago. And you're about to win another one.
But the three-peat, my bro.
Oh, yeah. You don't know what tough times look like, by the way. I know. I know what tough times look like. You don't know what the month looks like, man.
I do. No. 1 second. I actually do. Because I've seen my club get destroyed 5-0 in the derby watching my biggest rival.
Sure, I remember that game well.
Yeah, I'm watching winning a treble on my head top.
Yeah, you think watching Barcelona win a treble is bad? I have to watch Manchester City win a treble when they used to be a little broke my whole life.
And also that Barcelona team was arguably the best team in history. So
exactly.
But with Zidane, bro, if he wants to come, go ahead. Bro, do I think it's gonna happen? I don't really think so. It's just like a little paper talk, a little rumor, file to the rumor, stuff like that. But if he wants to come, man, bring me Zizou, Aura, Zinedine Zidane, Adidas, make it happen. That's your star boy right there. He's one of the biggest
make it happen.
Adidas, bro. They made Paul Pogba happen. They can make Zidane happen too, man. God, you're on mute, by the way.
You're on mute, bro. You're on mute.
Would you take Carlo Ancelotti? Because apparently he's leaving.
Leaving when?
At the end of the season.
Sounds like what?
Where have you heard that?
He signed a contract, bro.
Oh no, it's Nacho. 1 second. Nacho.
Did you not hear the reports? Did you not hear what they said? He prefers to move to Saudi or USA instead of being in Europe. He thinks competition for him is done now. I don't blame the guy.
Who, Nacho or Carlo? Oh, Nacho.
No, Nacho. Because he feels like in Europe his thing is done now almost because he's done. I don't really blame him. He's won pretty much everything, bro.
No, I'm disappointed in Vader, man. I'm disappointed in Vader. Where is Vader at? Man's ducking. Man's actually ducking. He told me at 7:00 he was gonna be there.
You don't think he might be
2 minutes?
He got his time zones mixed up, man.
Wait. Did he just say he will call on in 2 minutes?
He told me 2 minutes. He told me at 7:00 2 minutes. So now he must be thinking 8:00 is 7. Because of the time zone difference or something. But yeah.
Oh, he just messaged you 2 minutes now.
No, he messaged me 2 minutes at 7:02. So that was like 40. That was 50 minutes ago. But yeah, let's just get into it.
Let's talk about City.
I'm shocked that City's penalties were that bad.
Are you shocked though? It's not.
I am.
Your penalty.
How is it?
You beat them in a penalty shootout this year, by the way.
Bro, their best penalty taker was Ederson.
Yeah, that's been the case for like the last 5 years. Have you seen Pep talk about their penalties? He's like, Ederson's my best penalty taker, but I can't have him take a penalty.
Also, Kevin De Bruyne, you guys always speak about people rising to the occasion. Kevin De Bruyne, Erling Haaland, Phil Foden, none of them rose to the occasion. They all had. De
Bruyne had a hamstring injury.
Actually, technically, you can't get on De Bruyne because he scored the goal. But besides him, where was Foden and Haaland? Haaland was the one who's getting crucified online after the game. Chance after chance after chance. I got to give Rudiger credit. He did a great job on him. But yeah, you guys, let me know what you guys think. I don't know why I said Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne was getting criticism. No, it wasn't Kevin De Bruyne. It was Foden and Haaland who were getting criticism, not Kevin De Bruyne. He scored the equalizer.
I'll let the Madrid go first.
Oh, Jude Bellingham. Oh,
Did he do anything?
Rodrigo.
Yeah, did you not see that
Oh,
touch after the first
vamos,
goal, bro?
Madrid. Vamos, 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 yeah? Come on, people. What we saying, yeah? Heritage FC, people. Come on. Come on. In it. Knock these wankers out after what they did to me last season. Come on. And now, we better go and win this UCL. We should be winning this UCL now. Like I said, I don't rate that Bayern Munich team. It's not going to be easy, but I still expect us to beat them. But yeah, man, we should be beating them. And yeah, man, really, really, really good defending. And yeah, we got our goal. We destroyed everything. Big up Raz in the chat as well. Come on. And then, yeah, man, they got the goal from a mistake by Rudiger, of all people. It had to be him. But at the end of the day, we still got through on pens, knocked them out. And yeah, man, silenced the Etihad. And that stupid little record that people want to keep telling me, you've never won at the Etihad. And guess what? Done. Yeah, write off your stupid checkbook. It's done. Now what's the next thing you're going to come and tell me? Yeah? Where's your treble? Yeah, 115 charges, my guy. I'll just leave it with that. Big up. Big up. Oh, and by the way, no back-to-back treble as well for you people. Yeah, Vader, Hamza. Just say. But yeah, man, on through to the semifinals, man. And listen, Man United, you're welcome. I've done you another favor. Again. Come on.
Go ahead,
Madrid,
Chris, what you said?
with Madrid, obviously. Do I think City maybe performed a little bit better in the second leg? Yeah. But I also knew from the first leg that Madrid were going to win this tie because compared to last year, right? When City got the draw at the Bernabeu, they looked superior than Madrid. They just looked, you could feel like this was like their year. This year, when I watched that first leg at the Bernabeu, I could tell this was a different Madrid. Physically, they were able to match Manchester City in a physical battle.
Greeks, 1 second.
Yeah.
Igal, that's a comment, bro. I'm sorry, mate, but that mate, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, mate. Listen, guys, come on. Don't mention my man's wife now. Come on, man.
Bro, I don't mind. Just
no, bro.
let
Come
these
on,
guys
man.
chat their shit.
No, bro.
I'm just gonna
Leave his wife out of this, man. Come on,
bro.
man.
Don't react to comments. Then they win. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, so I watched the Madrid in the first leg this year. They looked physically more superior than Manchester City. I talked about that on my channel too. I'm like, you could tell Rudiger, Camavinga, Tchouaméni, I know didn't play the second leg, but the first leg, how imposing he was. Carvajal looked amazing in the first leg. Ferland Mendy looked good. And yeah, obviously you had the Jude, you have Vinicius, Rodrigo, who, I'm not gonna lie, bro, City fans must hate Rodrigo. This guy has caused them endless pain over the last 3 years. It's really, really bad. So I get that from that. And then Real Madrid yesterday, we had Rodri's comments after the game. I only saw one team out there. Only one team wanted to play football. Well, guess what? The other team that didn't play football is the one that walked away with the win and is going to the semifinals. That's what I hate about Manchester City. That's what I hate about Pep Guardiola and his ideology in football. I call them Pepites because they just believe that if you play football only one way with this possession style, that you are superior to everyone else. There's a reason why Madrid have won 15 Champions League. They know what it takes to win in this tournament. And they knew what the task at the Etihad was. Last year, they got bopped out the park, right? Why? Because they pressed too much and they weren't able to match City physically. This year, yeah, City had more of the ball. They had the more shots. But look at Rudiger, what he did to Haaland. Haaland was a no-show over 2 legs. Nothing.
That's the fourth game with the spin. That's the fourth game with the spin. Fourth game he's not able to do.
Rudiger locked him up. Nacho locked him up. Shout out Nacho, man. Nice little veteran right there. He locked him up. Carvajal did his best for over about 110 minutes, having to mark Doku for about half of that.
Griggs, just one thing. If people want to tell me Haaland should still win a Ballon d'Or, yeah. Then I don't know.
I already talked. God knows my thoughts on the Haaland Ballon d'Or. I said if Haaland wins the Ballon d'Or,
get in the bin. Get in the bin. The guy is, well, he's useless.
Yeah, so that's what it is. I thought for me, Madrid, Carlos set up a good game plan and they showed incredible defending. And at the end of the day, they were deserved winners because guess what? At the Bernabeu, they should have won about 5-3. City want to talk about deflection goal or that kind of stuff, bro. At the Bernabeu, they scored 3 wonder goals. The Bernardo Silva free kick, we saw Guardiola score with his right foot. He's left-footed, by the way. That's how much of a miracle that kind of finish was. It was once in a lifetime finish by Guardiola. So Madrid got the job done, and that's what they do at the end of the day. But there's a reason why they haven't lost back-to-back years to the same team since Carlos Milan. And I'm not talking about Carlo manager Milan. I'm talking about Carlo playing for AC Milan back in 1989. That's the last time they lost back-to-back years to the same team. It is not easy to beat that team back-to-back. So when people say City season is a failure, I don't really think it's a failure because at the end of the day, I know they won the treble last year, right? But there's a reason why no one's ever done back-to-back trebles. It's basically impossible. It's a very, very tough thing to do. And what you see with the City team is kind of similar to Arteta and Arsenal. You look at City, they've been worse than last year. They lost a couple key players, and they haven't been able to revitalize. They lost Gundogan, Kovacic. Shout out, I like Kovacic, but you're not Gundogan, bro. It's like that. Kyle Walker is a year older, so he looks worse.
He's having a bad season.
Can I just address something? That's Steve MC. Can you just pull up that comment? I want to address that guy thing for what he said about Francesco and Farsi. Mate, respectfully, I want to tell you something. Your club is one state-owned, not mine. Number two, the only reason if Sheikh Masood didn't buy your club, man, yeah, you'd be in fucking League 2 with Portsmouth at least, man, yeah? So know your level, big man, yeah? Know your level. Oh, and by the way, my away fans made more noise than your home fans, yeah? All that, yeah? And get the hell out. I didn't need to spend 1 billion to win the UCL, my guy. I didn't even need to spend 1 billion, yeah? You, man, needed to, not me. Just saying.
Yeah,
well, I had no shame from some people.
Manchester City, like they just need to revitalize. I think. Well, we heard who
my
my
man just said. This club is Sevilla, mate. Your name is fucking Steve MC. I know what that MC is called, you dumbass. Yeah, I'm not stupid. And if you're a Sevilla fan, you can't even chat to me either, bruv. Yeah, who the hell are you then, bruv? Look,
yo, Sam, you let the comments get to you too much, man. Let's bring it back.
Funny, man.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. I'm just gonna say, I'm not even gonna call out Jay because Jay shows up when his team loses. Today, Vader did a runner. Ladies and gentlemen, today Vader did a runner. And if he shows up in the last 5 minutes of the video, it doesn't matter. He's already done a runner. It's too late. It's too late. No vim. But guys, quick question. There is a big game this week. A big game. And there's no Chelsea fan on the panel, but because Chelsea couldn't come, but I'm gonna see if CB can join. Why did I say Newcastle?
Sorry, can I just say one quick thing about Madrid and Madrid City?
Yeah.
I pretty much disagree with what Greg just said because I mean Sam and I we won a show last week and Sam, you thought the City were going to go through. I thought City were the better team in Madrid, and I thought they were the better team in Manchester. I think City are the better team, and somehow Madrid still managed to do it. And you gotta respect.
To be fair, we all knew they were
going
to play better.
Madrid never count them out in the Champions League, man.
Never count them out.
Never count them out.
But I still think City are a stronger team. I still think City are a stronger team. It's not just about possession. It's not just about territory. They did create more chances, both in and better chances. I know they scored 2 goals, which were wonder goals, but I still think they were the better team in Madrid. And they, apart from a couple of open after Madrid scored the opener for about 5 or 10 minutes up until that point, and 5 or 10 minutes after, I think Madrid were the better team, and I think there were big holes for City there for Madrid to exploit. But after that, it just felt like Madrid didn't shut up shop, but they just didn't really create enough. There were a couple of near chances, but I think across the whole 120 minutes, City were the better team.
Right. I think
over the last 3 years, the 3 times you played them, over those 6 games, I think in that period, City have by far been the better team and somehow have managed to get knocked out twice. And I don't understand it.
That's the beauty of knockout football.
That's the beauty of knockout football. But remember the very first time,
look at the difference of
where you scored 2 goals in the last minute or whatever. In the whole of that 178 minutes or whatever it was, City were the best team, and all of a sudden Madrid scored 2 goals and then dominated. To be fair, dominated.
Don't forget that though. Don't forget in that year though, City conceded 3 at the Etihad. No one told them to concede 3 at the Etihad.
Right. At the end of the day,
gave them a chance.
That is true.
Right. At the end of the day, let them come and play against me when Pep won't be there, because then they're not going to be better than me. Because at the end of the day,
I agree.
Look at the difference of their squads compared to mine. All right, next season, the players I will be getting in then the squad that I will have then it's going to be 10 times worse than what I have.
You want to know the crazy thing is?
The young.
Yeah, and my team isn't even
If
not even
Real
the case.
Madrid now get to the final and beat Bayern Munich, which I think they will, they're going to win another Champions League. That's going to be their 50th.
You don't see PSG or Dortmund stopping us in the final, right?
And
No.
man, you know, bro, I don't know, man. It's because the PSG match.
If Kylian Mbappe stopped you guys from winning a Champions League, he cannot join you guys in the summer.
Why not?
He's already signed the deal, my guy.
So imagine he wins the Champions League for PSG and then comes joins you guys in the summer.
Sorry?
It's gonna happen.
Great for him.
All right.
Okay, be honest, guys. Everyone's favorites to win the Champions League now is none other
Yeah, of course,
than
it's Real Madrid, but
Madrid,
at the end of the day,
favorites.
at the end of the day, when it's Madrid PSG will have the best player on the pitch, so they have a fighter's chance. They have
There you
Kylian
go.
Mbappe.
And you know
Hey,
what? We got
CB, what's good, my bro?
We got CB in the house. Now we're gonna talk about the City-Chelsea game. We got no City fan on stream today, but we got a Chelsea fan in the building.
Big up
you
CB,
confident
man.
going
My
up against
crusher,
City?
brother. Come on, CB.
Are you ready?
How you guys doing? You know, I'm
Bro,
bringing
chill
all the
with
smoke
music, chill
here.
with the music. I don't want to get copyrighted.
I'm talking over it, no trouble. But as I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready for the smoke, man. Bring Man City on, man. I ain't shook of them.
Come on, CB. My crushing brother, man.
We took 4 points. We did Arsenal a couple favors. We took 4 points off of them in the title race, and you guys are so, you know what I'm saying? You're such big bottlers. You still couldn't get it done. We took 4. This is the worst Chelsea of our lifetime. More semi-final appearances. than you guys
CB,
this
I
season.
did my
More
job,
Wembley
but these
trips than
men couldn't
Arsenal.
do their jobs against that shit Bayern Munich team.
But that's what I'm
just-
saying.
Just saying.
You let Eric Dyer dunk on you guys, but
He got man of the match. He got man of the match.
We'll get to that later, though. We'll get to that later. Man City, bring on the smoke. These guys got Haaland. He's scared of the big games. I ain't scared of him. When it's the big games, he goes and hides his tail. We know what it is. He ain't no top striker. The strikers I grew up, the Drogbas that I know, the Mbappes. Do you know what I'm saying? The Suarezes don't ask to get subbed off for extra time because they're tired in a second leg in the Champions League. I don't know that. So bring the smoke. I'm ready for them. Palmer's got something for them. You know what I'm saying? We finally figured out our starting 11, our best starting 11 without Enzo 6-0 on their head top. So yeah, man, bring the smoke. I'm ready for it.
So your best 11, Enzo's not in it.
Yeah, 100% no.
Bro, Enzo's shit. He's crap. He's useless. No, he is. He's useless. 100 million for that crap. Lord have mercy on my soul because of our World Cup. But again, and by the way, the best performance of the season when he's not there. Oh, who knew? Who bloody knew?
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I still think the quality gap.
Sam, you crack me up, man. You're so.
I still think the quality gap.
Right.
I think there's still a massive quality gap between Chelsea and City.
It's true.
You're saying quality gap, but 2 times. Oh, look, my webcam's even dropping. The minerals too much.
Camera malfunction.
He's landing the minerals
too
too
much.
much. Come on.
But as I was saying, I'll hold it for a second. The quality gap, no, it don't mean nothing because at the end of the day, both times we should have beat them. The 4-4 at home at the Etihad, we had them. We did 2 different styles of play. At home, we done toe-to-toe against them. Bring the smoke, we bring the smoke. It went 4-4. And then now at the Etihad, we done haram ball, mid-block, in transition. You know what I'm saying? What Arteta crumbles when he sees the mid-block. We did the same thing.
Vader's in the building.
Oh, now he's showing up, this guy.
Now Vader
he's-
shows up.
He's still getting cooked, by the way. He's
Yo,
still going to
Vader.
get cooked, man.
You're just a Man
Vader.
City fan.
Yeah,
man.
bro. The man's been MIA for an hour. I'm shocked he showed up.
It's time.
Yo, Vader, where were you? Be honest.
It is time.
For what?
To hold your cooking?
Why is he moving like the Joker?
It is moving.
Listen. Apologies. There's no hiding. There's an error with my time zone adjustments. Apologies to everybody on Vibes from the 6. I'm here now. If you believe that there's a cooking, you got something else to deal with. If you believe that there's a cooking with an exit in pens to 14 UCL winners, Real Madrid, that decide to defend for their lives against Real Madrid.
I'm still going to cook.
Yeah, me.
Oh, no.
I
You ain't kidding
saw us
anyway.
land the minerals against them in the semi-final with Mason Mount and Pulisic and Havertz in my front 3. I don't want to hear none of that talk. Why's your star boy? Why's your Ballon d'Or talk talking striker asking to get subbed off? Why is your all-time midfielder, KDB, this bad boy, is asking to get subbed off when it's crunch time?
First
There's a
question.
mentality issue down there.
First question, and I'll give you the answer. Don't talk to me about mentality when you have not won a treble, my friend. Don't talk to me about where are my players. When
so I
just
can
last
talk
year,
Wow, what have I walked in on?
just last year, I
Walked in on?
So you want to do treble to treble talk? I'll talk treble with you.
Do me a favor, people. Hit the like button. It's getting heated.
I want a treble, so I'll talk to you.
You know what? Let me just make this clear.
No, guys. Let CB continue. CB, what was the
CB
next
asked
point?
2 questions. Let me answer his 2
Hey,
questions.
let me answer the questions. I want to hear what he's got to say for himself.
My man Chelsea wants to talk about mentality. He wants to talk about mentality of these 2 players that delivered what you haven't seen, my friend. The only man that's seen this is over there. Actually, he's over there, all the way in the corner. Griggs. He knows what this is. He can talk trebleese. Only
Brother,
him
do
and
you know
I
what
can
I've
talk
seen,
trebleese.
brother?
Let me finish.
Griggs was 3 years old when that happened, by the way.
I wasn't even born.
Hey, he learned how to speak trebleese early. He learned how to speak trebleese at a young age. Now I'm gonna say this: don't talk to me about mentality when my 2 players delivered a treble. Don't talk to me about mentality when my 2 players, one was missing for 2 months with an injury, another was missing for 5. These players gave it their all in this game, and they realized if they're gonna have an impact on this game, they got to play at their best. And they said, "Listen, I got to bow out. These injuries, I can't go any further." I'd rather a player have an ego and understand it's about the squad. You're going to doubt them when they delivered last season? That's crazy to me. Now, this living in the moment, I don't get this living in the moment. You're acting like you have amnesia, like you did not see what happened last season, like you did not see these players play. The mentality does not go away. It's not one season to the next. They've delivered. So let's relax with who you're going after. Let's relax on this. Real Madrid, I show the utmost respect to them. When they come to my house and take off their shoes and defend for their lives, what am I going to do?
I'm going to go to over 1 billion on your squad, mate. Yeah.
You want to talk money, Sam? Sam, you of all people want to talk about money and squad.
Oh, I can talk money. No worries. Oh, yeah, no worries.
Yeah, so relax because you outspend me.
No.
So let's relax with.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
You
made this point last night on Staffies, and when I was in the comments, I told you it's not true.
And do you know why? And this is where I know he's trying to chat shit on my name now. Because you know why? Because he thinks we've spent more on the Pep. I haven't, my guy.
Because my manager has been there longer. Because my manager has been at the club longer. Let's not do this.
No. You have spent more. 1 second. You have spent more money. Yeah. You needed to spend over $1 billion to win the UCL. $1 billion. Yeah. Me, my guy.
No. Sam, let me correct you.
I didn't need to spend
over $1 billion to win a treble.
No. 1 second.
That's what I spent over $1 billion on.
You know what you did? You spent
your $1 billion on winning UCLs. I spent my $1 billion on winning a treble.
To be fair, they did a 3-peat. That's more impressive than a treble.
1 second.
Relax, Griggs. Relax.
1 second.
No, it is because no one's done it. We've done treble. There's multiple teams that have done a treble. No team has done a 3-peat.
They've never done a treble. Don't talk about which one's easier. They've never done it.
Man? No. It's not even that, man.
We've never done a 3-peat.
You spent over $1 billion to try and win a UCL. Me, my guy, I didn't need to spend over $1 billion to win a UCL. That's the first thing. The second thing, my guy, yeah? You want to talk about trebles? Have you ever won 3 UCLs with the spin? Have you ever done a back-to-back UCL? No, you haven't, have you? Big up to you, yeah? You got knocked out. You're humble.
These guys have 1 star. You guys have 1 star. Don't get you was mentioning earlier what I've seen. Do you know what I've seen? I saw your star boy Kevin De Britney. You know what I'm saying? Come off crying because can't.
Yeah, let's not disrespect the brand, man. Let's not disrespect the brand.
I saw your greatest ever.
So your camera out before you start having arguments. What's going on?
I saw your greatest striker.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Your greatest ever striker. Promise you guys a Champions League and go off crying in his last game.
CB. Trust me. I'm not done. You see this man, yeah? He genuinely believed he was going to get away with this. No, you're not, my guy, yeah? At the end of the day, you men thought you were the kings. You're up here because you won the whole damn thing last season. Well, guess what, my friend? Guess what? I've seen more UCLs, yeah, in 10 years than you're ever going to see in your life. Yeah, and again, I didn't need to spend $1 billion to win that. With your
Why do you keep talking about not spending $1 billion? You spent
with your 115
$1 billion.
charges. With your 115 charges, my guy. Yeah.
Oh, now I know you've lost it. When you've got to go to 115 charges.
Yeah.
Listen, if there's anybody in this world of football that believe Real Madrid aren't the problem with football, I don't know what you're looking at.
Okay,
they are
the problem.
Let me speak. I'll let you run for a minute. Now let me run for a minute, okay? If there's any club that spends and spends and spends and spends, it's Real Madrid. If there's anybody that goes out and gets the best player from wherever they are in the world, it's Real Madrid. If there's anyone that's causing a problem with this football pyramid, it's Real Madrid. Do they have an academy? No. What do? They just go out and poach everything. They're struggling right now.
Carvajal, Nacho, Vasquez. Just saying.
After a season, what happened last season? You know what I heard from Sam all season? Wait until I buy so-and-so. Wait until I buy so-and-so. I'm back in it. This season, let's see if he wins a UCL. You know what he's going to go out and do?
Yeah, guess what? If you buy cheap, you buy twice.
That's all they want to do. But I don't want to hear this talk. Sam, don't talk over me. I'll let you run. I don't want to hear this talk about spending $1 billion to win whatever. You've been spending $1 billion. So the fact that I had to spend to catch up and I spent this $1 billion and I won my UCL doesn't mean that, what you've been spending and how you've been winning is any different. The fact that I won my first,
so getting Alaba and Rudiger on a free, is that spending money? Getting Rudiger and Alaba on a free, while you spend 70 million on Guardiola.
Sam, how are you honestly sitting there and acting like you don't spend?
I'm just saying, Vader. You've spent more money than me on the Guardiola. That is a fact.
All right, when it comes to Real Madrid,
you guys are
Vader is right. Madrid have been known for being the big spenders. There's a reason why they created the Galacticos. So they have been notorious spenders before,
exactly.
Right? They created the But in the past 5-6 years, though, because of the reconstruction of the Bernabeu, COVID, all that kind of stuff, Madrid have not had the same amount of cash that they've had previously. They've had to cut wages. Gareth Bale, Benzema's wages have to get cut, all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, Sam, you are about to enter a stage where you're about to do Galacticos 2.0, where you are going to spend a lot of money because Kylian Mbappe may come on a free, but he's about to be the highest paid player in footballing history. So he's free because of transfer fee, but you are about to pay him a boatload of money. You did spend about 80 million on Chouameni. That was money spent. And Florentino Perez has a fetish of signing Brazilian players because he missed out on Neymar.
Just because you get players on a free doesn't mean you're not spending ridiculous money on
wages.
Check their wages. Check their wages.
You want to talk about wages? Yeah.
You want to talk about wages, man? See, you want to talk about wages?
Yeah, exactly.
But Vader, So Vader's right from that.
I spend money. I don't spend as much as Real. That's
you cannot say. You cannot use it.
At the end of the day, if you're a top club, you're a big spender. Let's not do the pocket watching. Let's do the trophy watch. At the end of the day, you guys have one spot. You guys have one spot. You have one spot. Don't talk to us.
CB, listen. I didn't talk money. I came into this place late. I was humbled. I was like, "Yo, let's talk about it. If there's gonna be a cooking, there's gonna be a cooking."
All right, one second.
1 second, you got. Hold on. The man that talked money came at me and said $1 billion. This man over here.
You've spent over $1 billion, my guy.
He brought the money talk, not me.
Guys, I want to ask Vader a question about the game before we go on to the Chelsea game.
Just announce Griggs a quick question.
Bro, 1 second. No, stop, please.
Oh.
What is going on with your penalties, bro?
You know,
Sam, who are your penalty takers?
Even with that, though, Sam, you got to do us a favor because at the end of the day, it was Kepa that was whispering in Lunin's ear, telling him
in a second.
About Bernardo Silva.
Let me get this question. Let me get this from Vader. Vader, what's going on with those penalties? Because you guys were terrible in the penalty shootout.
I had two terrible penalties, and Real Madrid had one terrible penalty. When it comes down to it, Bernardo, he messed up. He kicked it way too simple. He didn't make the keeper guess at all. But that's one mess up. Look at the quality of Modric. Look at his pen, right? But that gets ignored because they won the penalty shootout. I get all that, but that was a horrible pen as well. Now Kovacic, I don't know if you saw the little Rudiger knew exactly where he was gonna go. He's familiar with him. Those two got snuffed out, but it's pens. It's a lottery. It's a coin flip. Yeah. When I got Sam sitting there with big, bad, heavy chested, like he's benching 250, winning in a penalty shootout, I'm like, yo, is this Real Madrid? Is this Real Madrid talking like this in a penalty shootout in my house defending for the
it's not my fault you can't finish your chances.
I didn't say it was your fault. But I'm just saying, you're talking all big and bad when you had 3 shots on target in the game. Like, you did something. You played for pens and you won on the
Yeah,
luck.
I did.
Simple.
I defended for my life. I got the job done. I rattled you, man. I scored the goal, and now you're out.
There's no rattle, no man. You came to my house and you defended. You got the result. It was a
guess
coin
what?
flip.
It
could have easily been the other way around when it goes to penalty shootouts. But
okay.
your manager, you got 1 second. Your manager himself. Your manager himself, Ancelotti said, the only way of beating City that day was to go for pens. So let's relax. 14
and I did my
winners.
job.
You came to CB wants to tell me I got 1 star. You came to my house and I have 1 star. You played like I had 15. The way you came to my house.
Hey, guess what?
We're not doing this. I'm not doing this.
You.
I'm not doing this pep by talk, man.
1 second.
I'm not doing this pep by talk. I'm not doing this.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'm not doing this pepism talk.
Let me respond. Let me respond.
Guys,
Number one,
I think Vader is winning right now.
1 second.
He's
No,
got
he
you guys
ain't
reacting like
winning
crazy.
anything. He ain't winning anything, bro. He ain't winning anything. At the end of the day, my guy, I came to your house. Yeah, I still won. Yeah, I still made you all go home and cry. That's what I did, my guy. Oh, and by the way, just so you as well know, my bro, yeah, because you clearly haven't understood this before, yeah. It doesn't matter if you have 1 star or not, my guy, yeah. It doesn't matter because you were the favorites to win the UCL. People were expecting you to win the UCL, and guess what?
That's the amazing journey that I've come through because I was in League 2.
But you're not in League 2 anymore.
Years ago, and I'm coming to. I'm playing with Real Madrid, and I'm
playing.
Imagine that.
That was a pause. Guess what? You're not in League 2 anymore, my friend. You're at the top table, so you better behave like a top table man. And guess what? You had the chance. You were the favorites this time. And guess what? You were the champions. You were supposed to defend your title, and you bottled it. Big up to you. Big up to you, and big up to Ronaldo.
You guys had a third string.
Words don't have meaning anymore, Egal. Words don't have meaning anymore.
First string goalkeeper in Lunin looked like a superstar. You had him looking like he was elite.
Let me address Vader.
By the way, no.
Lunin didn't.
Militao from an ACL injury, yeah. No Courtois, the best keeper in the world, and you still couldn't win that game. Big up to you.
Let me just Vader. All right, so the 14-time UCL Madrid winners came to my gaff and they defended for their lives. How embarrassing of them. That's not how football works. Yes, your manager is Pep Guardiola, and he has taught you that football is only played in one way, possession style of football. That's the only way to win. That's the superior way. And you got your boy Rodri saying only one team is
are you addressing me or City? Hold on, Griggs. I'm
addressing your football club, and you're the representative of your football club. You're the representative of your football club right now. So
that's cool.
Football club. And Rodri was like only one football team. There were 2 football teams on that day, and one of them at the end of the day had a game plan, and their game plan succeeded. Your game plan did not succeed because at the end of the day, for 90 minutes, you were the superior team. But extra time, you looked void of ideas. And Madrid actually had the better chances in extra time. We all remember the Rudiger missed shot that he had off the set piece and stuff like that. So that's what happened. And they had to go to pens because at the end of the day, your style of football is dominant. That is true. You play a dominant style of football, and it is superior in some cases when it comes to possession, shots, all that kind of stuff. But in Champions League, that's not how football works. That's why your manager is the greatest league manager there has ever been. That is statistically a true fact. He dominates leagues like no one else. But in Champions League football, that style of football is very beatable because all it takes is one knockout blow. And for many, many years with Pep Guardiola, he has been dealt that knockout blow. For the 2 of the 3 past years, it's been Real Madrid. It's been Rodrigo, the brace at the Bernabeu. He dealt the knockout blow. And then Benzema dealt the penalty blow in extra time. And yes, on Wednesday, it was Rodrigo with the first goal. And then it was the penalties because at the end of the day, that kind of football, if you don't finish your chances, you will get punished. And Real Madrid are the ultimate opportunists. If you watch WWE, it's like they always have that Money in the Bank briefcase, and they always cash in when it's the right time to do so. That's what they do. And that is why they've won so many times, because they have mastered the art of Champions League football, of knockout football. They have players that are ultimate game changers, and their game changers stepped up for that first goal because all they needed Wednesday was 1 goal at the Etihad because they believed in their defending and for a good reason.
And you know what?
Griggs, that's not all they needed because they didn't win. They won on penalties. There's a difference.
No.
And City over the tie. I still think City over the tie were by far the better team. That's why it isn't.
Real Madrid were leading for 70 minutes in that time.
Disagree.
Okay, but bro, I'm sorry, I don't know what kind of football you watch, but talking about someone's winning for 15 minutes or 75 minutes doesn't make a difference. They were
Yes,
a better
that's
team
that's
over
not
that period of time.
We were the better team in the first leg.
Are you going to give Arsenal credit last season for winning the league up for 95% of the season and City winning the league in the last 5%? No, it doesn't matter. It's the result that matters. But the problem with results-based, but the problem with results-based analysis is what happens is you look at the result and then you backtrack and you try and make sense of it. That's not.
But you know what the thing is, though? I agree with the results-based analysis in the league, but in knockout football, it is about results-based analysis because that's the aim of the game in Champions League.
It's about the result.
Doesn't matter.
No,
your performance
it's
never
about
matters.
the result.
Oh my goodness!
It's about
in
the
the
result.
Champions League,
It's
performance
not
doesn't
about
matter.
the analysis.
Your performance doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter if you win. It doesn't matter how you win.
Okay, listen. Let me give you an example.
But the analysis does matter.
Look at Inter Milan in 2010. They didn't play good football, but do you think anyone gives a shit the fact that they won? Look at Chelsea when CB won the UCL. Do you think anyone gave a shit that they won the UCL the way? No. And CB knows this more than anyone. Why? Because he's my Chelsea bro, yeah? He's my brother when it comes to the UCL with me, yeah? Because he knows how to win this UCL in an ugly way. You don't have to play good football. Just win it.
You're on mute. No one cares about how you played. I don't care. I don't care how you played for whatever minute. Pointing out how you played, you shouldn't get
said I came to your ground and took up the shoes for you. You just said it yourself, my guy.
Okay, listen, Sam, I pointed out how you played. I don't care how you played. You're taking offense.
Didn't care.
No, Sam, you're taking offense.
Your players cared, though. Don't forget that. Your players cared about how much you played because they disrespected that by saying only one team played football.
Griggs and Sam, CB, I'm talking to you. I don't care how Real Madrid played. I don't care that they defended for their lives. I don't care that they played us on the counter. Me pointing it out, you guys are like, you guys are acting like.
I never had an issue. I had an issue with that.
But you're addressing some of the City fans or whatever. My point is, you guys got the results from pens. To want to go back and say that you did something that equaled out to getting this win, at the end of the day, we've all looked at football and realized that pens is a flip of the coin. At the result is the result, but no one's saying that was a masterclass performance when it goes to pens.
To be honest, I don't think it is a flip of a coin. I don't think it is pens is a flip of a coin. It's who has the biggest cojones and who actually has the minerals to go down there and put the ball on the net. I don't think it is down to luck. I don't think it is. Like some of those men. It's not just a flip of a coin. But Griggs, in reality, I should have lost a penalty because City
penalty
went first.
About confidence,
and it's not, exactly. It's not even just that. The stats have even been proved. The team that takes the first penalties in the penalty shootout normally wins. 60% of the time, they normally win. Well, that didn't happen as well. You need to have the cojones, the minerals to go there, put the ball in the net. The same goes with the keepers, So I don't buy into this luck.
The one thing, last thing about with Manchester City, I disagree with people saying that City's season is a failure. That I will, because I've heard you say that.
No. Of course,
it's not a failure because at the end of the day, a back-to-back treble.
Who cares?
Not even,
but that's my point. Exactly. So it's not a failure. If they go trophyless, though, if they go trophyless, then it's a failure. 100%.
But this is why the FA Cup game matters.
There's no one. Okay, let's ask this question. If City only win the FA Cup, is their season a failure?
Yes.
If City win only the FA Cup, Vader, is it a failure?
A failure to who? To the world?
To you.
To you.
It'll be a failure to how the club have set the standards with regards to winning. But from a fan base standpoint, when you have these players and how they've delivered, it'll be disappointing. But no one's looking at this team as like they can't do it moving forward. No one will be like this team needs to change. It'll just be it didn't go our way because let me explain something. Winning 4 in a row has been impossible. Back-to-back troubles, yes, Real Madrid have done it, but that is not something that should be expected of any club. And
wait, they never did back-to-back troubles.
No, you mean
back-to-back UCLs. My apologies. But Sam wants to talk about, and this is going out to every club that's considered a small club, any club that hasn't won the UCL before. Listen, over 20 years ago, I wasn't even dreaming to be favorites versus a Real Madrid. It's possible for every club out there. Sam, to himself, said, I was favorites. Me, Manchester City, favorites to Real Madrid.
Because you were.
It's possible for all of you. And I respect Rax because Rax also
Don't
understands.
do that, bro. You won a lottery, man. You won a
Hey,
lottery.
Gal,
You
I
had
didn't
shit
win
months
the
to buy
lottery.
your football
Gal,
club.
why was
You
I
won the
Gal?
lottery.
Vader,
because of
I
that.
didn't win
Vader,
no
for
lottery.
the
No,
last,
no, no,
my
no,
guy,
no.
my guy. Listen, this is
I
the
didn't win no
last
lottery.
time I'm gonna tell you this. All right. This is not 20 years ago. This ain't 2004. It's 2024.
No.
You've got the
Bro,
shade.
you can't give hope.
No,
You
no,
can't
no,
give
no,
hope.
one second, one second.
I'm giving hope to every club 20, 24 years from now. You can be in a position like Manchester City and you can take on 14 UCL winners Real Madrid.
Oh, stop.
20 years from now,
my
you can
God.
do what I'm
Okay,
doing.
guys.
Guys,
Sheffield United are actually top of the league.
Arsenal can do this. Jay, Spurs 20 years from now can do what I'm doing right now.
I beg you, limit. I beg you, limit.
Vader is the hope. Vader is the hope bringer. Vader is the hope bringer.
No, by the way, he called you a small club, by the way.
Well,
He called you a
you
small
know
club,
what he's
by the way.
telling me? He's
called you
talking
small
like
club.
he took over
One
a club
second.
football
One
manager.
second. No. I'm not having this anymore. Vader, for the last time, this ain't 2004, my guy. You've done the lottery. You won the lottery with the shake. All right. So I'm not gonna have this anymore. Stuff. Oh, 20 years ago. What's going? Yeah, guess what, mate? This ain't 20 years ago. This is now. I'm talking about now, big man. You failed to retain your UCL despite spending all that money. Yeah. So big up.
All right, let's
No. We're
let's
not
come
ending
back
with
to-
him
let's
saying
talk-
spending.
One second.
Oh,
We
this guy
spent
talks money. It's
a
ridiculous.
lot of
Griggs?
time before you came
See,
on,
Griggs? How I
Vader,
can rattle DC
discussing
fans now?
everything. So I like the fact that Vader came back in because he brought some energy to the.
Come on, big up Vader, man. He's my guy. He's my
CB,
guy.
are you there? I know your camera was acting up. This weekend, Manchester United played Coventry, and surely everyone knows Manchester United is going to beat Coventry. It's just they can't mess it up.
Brings all of a sudden off camera.
No guarantees in football, man. I'm gonna do a Hamza. I'm humble, man. I'm humble. I promise you, man. Haji right, bro. Haji right.
I need to be like that. Man. You guys seen my video?
Oh, it seems, bro. It's peak, man. It's peak,
Listen,
bro. I sit 17th in the expected points table. I'm almost championship level, man. I gotta humble.
Listen,
relax, man.
It's better being humble than doing this, right? Bring me Bayern. Bring me Bayern. No. That was bad. That was bad.
Peak out here, man.
That's what you get for disrespecting football heritage, by the way. That's what you get.
Hey,
but now, for real, we're beating Coventry.
Fair enough, guys. Let's wrap it up with this topic now. See, everyone knows Man United is going to win. Everyone agrees there. There's not much to really talk about. If you lose, it is the worst loss of the season.
Actually, I'm not so sure. I can't lie.
No, there's no way they're going to lose to Coventry.
Ten Hag might screw it
no
up.
one here is sitting here saying Man United is going to lose to Coventry.
No, I don't think they'll lose, but I don't think it's as clear as you think. I'm just saying.
It could be a close game.
We're conceding
it
first.
It could be a close game, but Manchester United have enough quality to beat Coventry. Let's go to the Chelsea City game. Am I wrong to think City losing in the cup are going to be going for this game now 10 times more hard? They're going to be absolutely up for it, and they're going to want to right the wrongs of losing in the cup, in the Champions League. Or could it be how everyone else is speaking about it? A lot of people are telling me that City played, 120 minutes. They're tired. They're leggy. They were in penalties. They just got knocked out of the cup.
Morale, with that squad, they're tired.
Do you guys honestly think going into this game that Chelsea have a really good chance of beating City in this game?
Not a really good chance.
They have a shot.
They have a chance. Not a really good chance.
Because the way people are speaking to me about it the last 24 hours, you would think that City's now there for the taking. The way that people are
to be fair to Chelsea, they're not playing Liverpool at Wembley, so they have a shot in terms of that.
In terms of Chelsea, I'm not. So one thing about me, I'll let you guys ain't engaged with me before. I am the opposite of toxic positivity. I do not rate majority of
that
players.
Is true.
You know what I'm saying? I don't. It's a mess. But one thing about the Chelsea I've seen this season is we play based on the level of our competition. When we play the big boys, we rise to the occasion. Pause. You know what I'm saying? We've taken 4 points off of City in their title race. They have nothing to show for it. Even that, I'm so confident that I'm beating City this weekend. I even bought myself some new Chelsea memorabilia, some heritage, because we're going back to the old days this weekend. Do you know what I'm saying? 15 Drogba. We're going back to the old days this weekend. Because that's what I'm gonna pull up on Wembley tomorrow. We're crashing it on them. These guys are little bros. When it's really crunch time, they can't beat us. We're the worst team in our history. It's the worst I've seen Chelsea in 29 years. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm 24, and I've never seen Chelsea like this. And we've taken 4 points off these guys' domes. They're star boys. Haaland and them are tired. The reason they asked to come off is because they know the real game is on Saturday. The reason they, if it's the Champions League knockouts here, you're playing till the end. These guys are saying, no, we got Chelsea on Saturday. We can't do this. These man, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm famous in Porto. I can go to Porto. Guys will see me. They'll stop me and take pictures because of what we've done to City. You know what I'm saying? We're verified over here. I'm not panicking. And I know what Chelsea, I'm not panicking either. We'll get the business done, man. Don't worry about it.
Come on, CB. Come on.
Vader, how do you go after that? What do you guys
Vader, when you go to Porto, do the people stop you and ask you for your photo?
or are you only recognized in Istanbul?
I'm not recognized at all. My face, my badge is not out there yet.
Oh,
it's growing. Couple more years.
This is what happens when you have heritage. If I go to the Allianz, I have to wear a ski mask. I have to hide because we went to their backyard. You saw the atmosphere and you panicked. You guys crumbled. We went there away from home with Gary Cahill, with Ryan Bertrand left wing, and we landed the minerals. You know what I'm saying? I have to hide when I go to the Allianz. When I go to Porto, I'm famous. When I go to Manchester, they know me. They say, "Oh, this is heritage over here." These guys made us cry. Aguero has no rings. You know what I'm saying? Aguero, he has no chip. He didn't get the business done.
Why must this an Aguero like that, bro?
I like the chess. I like the chess. A lot's being said going into this game. I have to say, Chelsea doesn't have the quality of Real Madrid, but Chelsea can defend like Real Madrid. So they have a shot in this game. They can decide to have all 11 players in that 18-yard box and hope in this and send this game to penalties. They can choose to do that, right? And we know that if they were to do that, it'd be seen as a masterclass. And because, again, when you go into a game, there's nothing that says you have to have possession. There's nothing that says that you need to attack because you can play the game on both sides of the pitch. You can defend, you can attack. So if Chelsea decides to defend for 90-plus minutes, added time, go to pens, they can come out with the result. Now, these players, I think they're going to be motivated. Yes, like you said, we lost to Real Madrid in the Champions League. I think they're going to be heated. I think they're going to want to get a result and get this bitter taste out of their mouth in terms of a pen loss, right? No one wants to exit that way. So I think the players are going to step up. I think Pep's probably going to show a lot of rotation, actually. I think he's going to make sure that the players that were exhausted, and the reason why KDB and Holland had to come off, two players that were injured throughout this season, realized that they couldn't go any further and they needed to get subbed off. And I credit them to it, recognizing that they didn't have it. If any of them play today, it's because they're ready to go. And I'd be surprised if they were to play the entire game as well, because this league is not going to be forgotten. There's FA, and then there's still this league. Because this, for those of you listening and not watching, this 4-peat is still a mission. So Chelsea, they have a shot. We haven't gotten a win off them, right? What do they have to play for? What are Chelsea really playing for this season? They're playing for the FA Cup. This is it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a cup final for us.
The mighty Chelsea, the man with wants to talk about 2 stars. This season, he's not playing for any of that. This season, he's playing for an FA Cup. So yeah, everybody and their mama, every fan is going to be cheering this on because they're going up against City to win this FA. So yeah, it's going to be a battle. We'll see what happens. I'm confident in my team getting a result.
Can I just say, Igal, this stream has been legendary, man.
I can't lie.
Brilliant, man. Today has been absolutely brilliant.
As soon as Vader came in, it was so funny. I can't lie.
No, Vader's energy is unmatched. I thought it was a funeral before he came.
Yeah, because we rattled him. I love it, bro.
I'm just gonna say this. I don't know how you can be so confident, CB, in your team. I get it. You had a really good performance versus Everton. But are you really looking at the Everton performance and City dropping points, getting knocked out of the Champions League and saying, oh my God, now we're going to take them on? What is giving you all this confidence?
In terms of Everton, in fact, us beating Everton makes me less confident because I don't trust these see you next Tuesdays to win 2 games in a row, if I'm being honest with you guys. That's just the mentality of our team. We're very complacent. We're not a consistent team.
How about CB? He's landing the minerals, man.
But the truth is, why I'm confident is because when it comes to the big games, you know what I'm saying? We took 3 points. We got 3 points on Spurs' head. We got 2 points against you guys. We got 2 points against Liverpool. We got battered at Anfield. We lost at Old Trafford. We managed to salvage a result at Stamford Bridge against United. You know what I'm saying? We've taken 4 points off City. When it comes to the big boys, we rise to the occasion. So based on our competition, I'm more terrified of facing Bournemouth away and Burnley away than facing City. If I'm being honest with you guys, that's for some reason that's where the team works. So bring it on. Also, another thing in terms of us, complacency really shows. We don't win 2 games in a row, but because our 6-0 has been clouded around this whole penalty Jackson situation, we're getting killed in the media again. So now is another time for them to prove everyone wrong and show up. Hopefully rectify the mistakes they made at Wembley last time against Liverpool, because we got called the blue bottle jobs, 6 on a bounce, losing. Hopefully, they do something about that. Player pride has to kick in.
Fair. I'm going with City beating you guys convincingly 3-1. I personally think my logic is the quality gap is still there. Yes, you guys rose to the occasion this season at times, but I feel like it's no longer a thing where it's like a surprise outfit between the two of you. I kind of feel like Pep Guardiola knows how you guys have played this season, and he's not going to be as silly as he was in the last 2 games. Because I think the first 2 times, I think City didn't think you guys could hurt them at all, and they kind of just went about their business and then caught, and it was a back and forth basketball affair both games. Where this time, I think City's going to be a little bit more respectful of Chelsea, and now have more of a game plan in how they're going to neutralize you guys. And a way in which to neutralize Chelsea this season. What's the best way to stop Chelsea? Literally, just make sure whenever they have the ball, you get your men behind the ball and you counter them. I'm not saying City's going to counter for the whole game. I'm saying they're not going to be as open defensively. You're not going to have as high of a line as you always do. You're going to respect them a little bit more, like you did, like you do against Liverpool, Arsenal, even Manchester United in the cup final. You don't play as gung-ho as you did in the league in these cup games.
But they're still going to dominate the position. I'm just saying, yeah, if Chelsea wins that FA Cup and then certain teams on here doesn't win anything, despite them being so
let them get past City before they start talking about.
No. I'm just saying, uncomfortable conversation.
No, but I heard they were going to win the League Cup. They didn't win that.
Mate, they've been to more finals than you've been this season, though. I'm just saying.
Guess what? If you go to more finals and you lose, it doesn't mean shit.
Facts.
True. That is true.
So I don't want to hear that.
By the way, K123, Courtois won the Champions League, mate. I can't say the same about Alisson in that final when they both met.
Get ready to do this weekend. That's what I'm saying. It's going
what's your score prediction?
Man.
It's freezing right now.
What's your score prediction? Jamie 2-1?
I'm saying the most shameless 2-1 or 1-0 you ever see. We're about to slap them with a mid-block 4-4-2 out of possession, 10 man in the box. This I see box crashing. You get that, and then in transition we'll get you Sterling, Palmer, Jackson.
I think Palmer will score. I actually think Palmer will score.
All right, what are you saying, Vader? What's your? I know you don't do score predictions, but if you were to do a score prediction, what would you say?
If I were to do a score prediction, I'd say I could easily see Chelsea scoring early, defending like some punks, and City scoring 2 and winning 2-1.
Cool. Thanks for your score prediction, Vader.
Right?
That's literally. I don't do score predictions, but if I was to do score prediction, it would be 3-1.
No, I mean, I'm going off the information I have right now. I don't know what Pep does with his 11. If I'm thinking off of history, if I'm thinking in terms of play, the games have always been scoring. They like both teams have always scored, but I don't think it's going to be an up and down. I think it's going to be a cagey one because again, there's a lot of copycat happening out there, right? You see one club getting a result, and you're like, oh, let me mirror that. Let me try to do that. So if there's any club, if there's anyone that's going to try and replicate, if there's anyone that's going to be a standard, it's going to be our Real Madrid, right? Clubs all across the world saw what Real Madrid was. So if you're a smart manager, you're going to copy what the 14 did.
To be fair, Real Madrid copied what Arsenal did.
No, but we did it first. We went to the Etihad first. It was not Arsenal. We went to
that was my reaction as well.
The first time we played City, it was 4-4 at home. We did toe-to-toe. We didn't sit back on nothing.
He just put Arsenal next to
When we went to the Etihad, we sat back. We almost nicked a result. We got the early Sterling goal and we sat back. We was before Arsenal.
Oh, we might as well give credit to Malaga, who played a little bit 15 years ago.
The truth is, we were seeing this under Conte in the past anyway when he was coming against Pep.
Can you you know what?
Hey.
The only team that
Let's
gave
go back
me
to the Catenaccio days of the 1970s at Inter Milan.
No,
Yo, one second. I just gotta check. I'm not TJ, am I? Yo, TJ, what were you doing yesterday? What was that? Man was moving wild.
Big up TJ, man. He's a real one as well.
And then
Right.
just remember.
One second. Do you know what? If there's one team that I learned the blueprint of was CB when he was at the NTM, my friend. He was there before you. Just saying.
Facts.
All right.
Oh, and by the way,
what are you saying, guys? Score predictions. I want to know. Just tell me.
Do you know what? Do you know what? I'm gonna say this right now, because I actually, as much as I am a neutral, yeah, I'm gonna say this for the banter. I actually want Chelsea to win for the banter, so I can see, because I know some people will be embarrassed if that happens. Do you know what?
I respect the energy. I was the same way when you crashed out of.
So you want Chelsea to win? Fair.
The thing is, I am a neutral, really, but the issue is, the thing is, I just want to see CB's team just win now, because I know some people. It's not just Zidane, by the way. I know some people are gonna lose it if they let Chelsea win a trophy and then go trophyless, despite Chelsea being so shit this season.
Bro, people
So
are gonna go mental. People are
So
gonna
do you
go
know what?
mental.
I'm gonna
I
say
want a
this right
Man
now.
United Chelsea rematch after that blockbuster we had the other
Do you know
day.
what?
Greg,
I want that rematch. I want that rematch too, man. Because Enzo be
Greg,
talking
of
spicy.
course you want Chelsea to win, right?
No. I want revenge against Enzo because Enzo will be talking spicy after games when he ain't done nothing all year.
Oh, he'll be on the bench for that final. Don't worry.
Don't you want a Manchester derby in the FA Cup final?
Why would I want to mention?
They don't want that again.
I saw it last year. I'm good, bro. To be fair, David De Gea is not here no more, so maybe.
Do you know what? I'm gonna say this. Right now. I think Chelsea will win 1-0. I think they keep a clean sheet. I can't lie.
I don't trust in terms of keeping a clean sheet. That's one
I'm saying, my guy.
Chelsea must score first because you mentioned how City might be tired after the midweek game. I do think City's legs are going to be a little heavy in the beginning, so Chelsea must capitalize because if that game is 0-0 at halftime and the game goes longer, City's quality will eventually shine over Chelsea's, and that's when they'll get the win. So if Chelsea don't score first, it's a wrap. I don't see them. They need to score first. So I'll probably go. I want Chelsea to win because I want the easier FA Cup final. I want to win some silverware myself.
But you better hope that we lose though, because if Chelsea, I don't trust Chelsea to win 2 games in a row, let alone 3. But we can end your title push on Tuesday, and that one's gonna mean a lot to all of us. You know what I'm saying? That's another cup final. That's another cup final on Tuesday. Even a draw.
CB's coming for both of you guys.
Even a draw, is gonna hurt you guys.
We'll talk about Tuesday when Tuesday comes, but right now we still gotta go to the Molineux on Saturday. That's what I want to worry about. I gotta go to the Molineux. If I don't beat Wolves,
what? They got no Mateus Cunha, man.
You went from bring me Bayern to we got to go to the Molineux. I'm not sure.
Hey, listen.
The Allianz don't scare you though, right?
No. Do you know what? Stevie, do you know what happens? That's what happens when you disrespect football heritage like that. That's what happens.
Yeah.
I can't.
You lost
so
to
you guys.
Spurs.
One second. So in one breath you're telling me to be humble, and then when I'm humble, you're telling me, why? Where's the energy?
No, you're missing the point. I got my guy. Read between the lines. I'm saying this. You can predict your team to win and go through. No worries. That's not the issue. But the way you were talking, the chess you were giving, that's my point. The predictions you were giving out, my bruv. That's the difference. That's
any Arsenal transfer news? Yeah, the same old. After we lost in the Champions League, all of a sudden we're spending.
That's my Swedish striker, by the way. Big up
Elise. You're not getting Elise, bro. That guy's not.
We're linked to Elise. We're linked to Isaac. We're linked to Bruno Guimaraes. I don't know. I don't believe any of it.
Though. That's Eze. I like Eze. He's a good player.
I did a whole video on it. You guys can go check it out. But I just don't believe all these transfers, rumors immediately after getting knocked out in the Champions League. It's just a coincidence.
Why are people? Hey, K123, relax, but Arteta's not going anywhere.
Arteta has announced he's leaving. No, he hasn't.
Arteta's future. I have a feeling I know where Arteta's next job is going.
Arteta's future.
When Pep Guardiola leaves Manchester City in a couple years, just be careful. City might start sniffing around for Arteta. Might happen.
If City goes from fucking Guardiola to Arteta, Lord have mercy.
Imagine, just go back to the conversation we just had. Just go back. Imagine Arsenal sack Arteta. Guardiola announces he's going to leave, and then Man City bring in Arteta to replace him. That would be the craziest shit ever, man.
What happens if Arteta wins the league with Manchester City? They're all going to look at Arsenal and just laugh.
Then do you know what? Yeah, I'm not even gonna say because the guy will get triggered. I'm not even gonna say what.
Spicy Spurs.
No,
Anyways,
yeah, the red version of Tottenham. I'm just saying.
all I know is half of Arsenal Twitter is going to be gone soon because Elon Musk just announced that he's going to be suspending accounts that do farming tweets. You know, tweets that are just for engagement. Yeah. Anyways, enough about that, bro. If we lose to Wolves with all these injuries, wallahi, we don't deserve nothing.
No,
you play on Saturday, right? You guys play Saturday? Okay.
Yeah. If we drop points to Wolves or Chelsea before we go and play Tottenham,
bye.
We don't deserve nothing. Because Chelsea this season at home, we should be able to beat them, even though Chelsea's been good lately. Wolves away, you know what? Forget the Chelsea game. I just need to focus on Wolves.
Yeah, you got to focus on Wolves.
Because we have struggled to score goals.
Rax has to focus on Fulham. Big game.
Yeah, Rax has to focus on Fulham. You don't have a game in the Premier League.
Rax club gave up, man. Their club, man. Van Dijk's crying.
K123. I would rather have Pep. Pep
guys, I want to know, does anybody here think Wolves is going to beat us?
Nah.
No, I don't think
Mateus Cunha's not playing, so my boy's not playing.
No.
He's not playing either.
No, Cunha's out.
You're winning.
Yo, CB, you know what? We'll speak before the Chelsea game. That's like, to me, that's too far away to talk about.
No, I feel you. We both got big fish to fry this weekend, didn't it? So I understand.
Yeah. I don't know if you're going to be able to fry your fish, but I'll try to do what I got. Mine is not a big fish.
Oh,
listen,
look at Rax.
That is your game is absolutely. By the way, your game is absolutely a big fish.
I'm born in 2000.
Rax is
No,
not
I'm saying
stressed at all. Look at him with
opponent,
a healthy appetite,
No,
eating and eating.
I feel you, Igal, yeah. I'm gonna let you know before I leave, yeah. I'm born in 2000. My first season is this kit, 04, 05. That's my first season. In my lifetime, yeah, this is the worst Chelsea I've ever seen, and this is probably the best Arsenal I've ever seen. What do we have in common? Zero.
You never seen the Invincibles?
I was like 4 years old. I saw a couple VCRs and that my family are all Arsenal as well, innit? So I've seen VCRs, I've heard about it. But at the end of the day, 0 trophies won we have in common. More semi-finals and finals appearances than you guys have touched in the last 4 years. You're on a longer trophy drought than us as well, by the way. We lost one in 2022, champions of the world. You guys done an FA Cup with no fans in 2000. And 2020, I mean, please. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this. So enjoy your little Mile High Club, whatever. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we finish the season with a trophy. Can you say the same? We're fighting. We're in the semi-final. Can you say the same? Tuchel ended your Champions League hopes, Chelsea heritage, and then Derek Dyer and Kane sprinkled a little Spurs in there too. That's just to really add salt to the wounds. But we'll see you on Tuesday. I'm gonna head out. Thanks for having me, you man. Sam, love you, man. Love.
They got my crushing, brother.
Have a good one,
We'll
bro.
be here soon, innit? Take care.
Big up, CB, man.
Wallahi, the CB has too much energy.
CB is my bro, man. CB is my bro. I love
I'm shocked. I'm shocked. One day he's moving like Lee Gunner. The next day he's moving like me. It was weird. Anyways, we're out of here, people. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. I'll catch you guys on the next one. And you know something? Do yourself a favor. Don't make the same mistake that I made. Be humble. Bring me Bayern. Bring me Bayern. Bring me Bayern Munich. Let's go. We need that revenge for 10-2. Bring me Bayern Munich. Let's fucking go. Bayern Munich and Arsenal. I love it.
Stop it. Get some help.